So your goal is to find a cool cartoon background that already exists, that somebody already made. And it's to make it more your own, so change the colors, etc. So the first step that I recommend you do is create a, well, you see when you open the new open button, click on print if you don't see this, and go 11 by 8.5 by 300, okay? And usually it's in this version, 8.5, but if you click, it's better if you do it in the landscape version if you like. Okay, so I'm going to just go Command minus. Let me just fix this here. It's driving me crazy. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the web, and I'm just going to look up whatever it is that I'm interested in. So I'll pretend that I want cartoon city or something. And I will pick, let's say I like this one. So I know it's somebody else's work, by the way, and so well, this is a good one to pick because I don't want one that has a bunch of writing on it. So I'll pick something that has a lot of colors that I can do stuff with. And maybe this one is a good example. And this one has something to fix, but I'll show you how to do it. So save image as. So save it. Then what I'm going to do is I downloaded it. And sometimes this is really important, but I don't know where it's downloaded to. So click here, show in Finder, because it should go in the download folders. And if it doesn't, I can fix it on your computer. So for me, it goes in the download folder. So that's good. So I go over here, File, Place Embedded. Now before I do that, usually I go Command minus. I shrink it a lot just because I don't know what size it's going to be. So I go Place Embedded. Where was it? In my download folders. And here's another really, really useful trick that I'll be talking. Date modified. So the last thing I did. So that's today. So when I click that, and if you're in this panel, you won't see that. If you're in this panel, you won't see that. You got to be in this panel. So I'll click here, place. And then I'm going to go and enlarge this. So, I'll press enter. And I'm going to use the transform tool to make it right. So I'm going to go like this and like this. Okay, and I'll just get rid of the thing at the bottom. I'll press enter and then I go Command plus. So let's pretend this is, well, now that I zoom in, I see there's all these kind of errors and I wouldn't want to really use this one. There is a little trick that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to see when you see this icon, it means it's like a special graphic that you can't do much with. So what you do is you go and you rasterize that layer. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So now it's gone. So now I can do this. So I'm going to go here. This is called a clone stamp tool. So let's pretend I want to get rid of this. I really, really want to keep this photo for whatever reason, but I got to get rid of that swirl because it looks silly. So I click over here, press the Alt key, and then see what it's going to do is it paints wherever I was. But you see where the little crosshairs are? So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing that I already talked about today is the quick selection tool. So I can select this whole building. I'm going to go really quick. And let's say I want to make it red. So I'll go here and make it red. So in other words, what I want to do is I want this painting to look totally different at the end than the one that I already have. So, maybe I want to pick this building. And, it's important, we're using somebody else's art, so we got to be careful. But this is kind of because we're practicing and we're learning. And I want to show you something important here. The self-selection tool, you can plus or you can minus stuff. So I'm going to just show you how to minus stuff. You click on it, and what it'll do is it'll get rid of all that. Let's say I don't want to do that here. And I want the top of those buildings. I don't want that tree. And I might have to go in there with my paintbrush. I don't want that tree. I definitely don't want these two things here. So I got to click minus again. Why is it doing that? It should get rid of them. Oh, I want plus there. Oopsie. Because I wanted to add those windows. Now I could take the windows out completely, by the way. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to go get my paint bucket tool, G. Okay, and it didn't actually do the windows. Wow, this new Photoshop's a lot smarter than the old one. So that, I'm making it my own. So that's kind of what you're doing. And then when you're done, now I don't have a character, but I just click the other tab, I think. Do I have another character? No. Then you click and you drop it in there. All right? In the rule of thirds. So imagine these invisible lines here. There's a line here, a line here, a line here, and a line here. So I could make my character go right here, or I could make him really big and go over here, or I could put him over here or over here. Okay? So that's the technique. So I'll post that video for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know.